Hello everybody, this is Gareth Goon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post, or else you could donate at my ministry and website at garethcahoon3 at gmail.com on PayPal. This one here is about a global online rape academy. What an investigation uncovered. Shocking insight, disturbing online rape academy. A hidden online rape academy where men are using secret internet forums to plan attacks on their own wives has been uncovered. There are parts of the internet most people will never see and would never want to, hidden beyond anonymous users and encrypted chats, lie disturbed digital spaces that operate largely out of sight. In some of these corners, some sexual violence is not only discussed, but encouraged, refined, and shared among communities of men. Although these spaces have long existed, a greater understanding of them came in 2024 when Gazelle Pellicot faced her husband and 50 other men on trial for rape in southern France. During the mass rape and drugging trial, it was discovered that Dominic Pellicot was able to connect with dozens of men on an online chat room called without her knowledge. Though this Through this site, Mr. Pellicott instigated horrific assaults on his then wife Gazelle, who was drugged unconscious and raped over 200 times by 70 men, not all of whom could be tracked down by police. While the website used by Mr. Pellicott and his accomplices was shut down, the behaviour did not end. A recent investigation by CNN has pulled back the curtain on one dark space described by the network as an online rape academy, where users allegedly exchange advice on how to drug and sexually assault women while avoiding detection. The investigation identified sleep themed content material that depicts sexual acts carried out on unconscious women, circulating widely on pornographic websites as well as in private Telegram groups. In some cases, users reportedly shared step to step instructions, discussed dosages of sedatives, and uploaded videos of assaults of others to view. Some were found to be live streaming sexual assaults on their partners, with viewers paying $20 to join and then directing the assault. One pornography site, which news.com.au is choosing not to name, is home to more than 20,000 videos of sleep content uploaded by users with hundreds of thousands of views. The website, which has around 62 million visits in February, describes itself as a moral free file host where anything legal is hosted forever. This sleep category has since been removed, but categories such as voyeur, peeping tom, and abuse are still active and thriving. Remaining sleep videos are often categorized under the hashtag iCheck, where men film themselves lifting the closed eyelids of women to show they are sleeping or sedated. Some of these videos have amassed over 60,000 views. In one group, viewers by news.com.au, users who hate their wives are encouraged to talk about them and plan ways to abuse their spouses. I would love to watch a video of my wife being abused, wrote one user. Has anyone taken you up on the idea of abusing your wife? What does her C look like? Replied one. Another wrote, one of you guys should come over to South Dakota and give my wife a surprise home invasion. In a separate forum with over 1,800 members, one man said, passed out is the best. Would love to see my wife being used like that as she snores so far. Only my mate F's her. And not only not often enough. Cheers from Western Australia. And another users asked for advice on installing it in cameras before then uploading the photos. Does anyone have any advice or tips for where or how to hide cameras, specifically in dressing, changing room situations? Wrote one. On a separate site, one user wrote, come take advantage of my sleeping wife, alongside photos of undressed women in bed. Send the address and I'm there, replied one. Can I come? Said another. According to CEO of Full Stop, Australia's leading sexual, domestic and family violence recovery services, Karen Devan, the growth of online abuse is really concerning. Sexual assault has always been a significant crime that is seriously unaddressed in our society, Miss Bevan told news.com.au. In Australia, roughly 87% to over 90% of sexual assaults go unreported to the police. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, more than 1 in 5 Australian women, approximately 2.2 million or 22%, have experienced sexual violence since the age of 15. In the end, it is about the abuse of power, the assaults that were filmed and discussed on these forums are very much about complete disempowerment of the women involved, said Mrs. Bevan. The scale of it is truly overwhelming when you think about the number of people who have viewed this material. Over the period of 2010 to 2020, Australian police recorded 51,871 75 male sexual assault offenders and 1,609 female sexual offenders. According to the ABS, a vast majority of sexual assaults is committed by people known to the victim survivor, with data indicating that 84% to 85% of victims know their perpetrator. There's a taboo around sexual assault that silences victims and empowers perpetrators, said Mrs. Blevins. People think that they have a right to do it and there are no consequences. It's more men than most people want to believe. A lot of it is highly opportunistic. Victim survivor Zoe Watts told CNN that her husband of 16 years had been crushing her son's sleeping medicine into her tea and raping her while she was passed out. We worry about who's coming behind us walking down the street or who's even friending us on Facebook. You know, we worry about going to our car late at night in a car park, but we don't worry about who you lie next to. I didn't realise I had to, she told the network. Her then husband suddenly confessed on an average Sunday in 2018 after the couple had returned from church. He reeled off a list of his wrongdoings as it was, a shopping list, she said. He just sort of said, I've been using our son's sleeping medication to put in your last cup of tea at night, to tie you down, take photographs, and rape you. At the end of the very busy day, I was just grateful I had a cup of tea before I went to bed because I was so tired and didn't have to make it. You don't expect anything other than innocence to come from your partner. Her ex husband, who she shares 4 children with, is currently serving an 11-year sentence for rape, sexual assault by penetration, and drugging. This is a shocking story and needs to be highlighted because this is just depraved men taking what they can't get freely, in my view. They need to be jailed and locked up for life and be castrated.